Hey everyone, it's Andrew. Welcome back to the channel. So I've been using the iPhone 13 Pro daily for the last 11 months. I got my iPhone on September 17th-ish time, and I use it every single day. I wanted to run through a few topics like battery health, my overall long-term experience, how I use it the most, and if it's a good time to buy or not. It's been my daily driver, and there hasn't been a single day where this wasn't my primary device. First, let's start with the battery health and how that's doing. So if you go to settings, click battery and go to battery health, I can see my battery health over the last 11 months. Before I click on it, I just want to tell you, I charge my phone mostly at night. I have a charger in my car and at work. I never really let my phone die, and it's rarely below 20%. I do use MagSafe mostly, and if I click on battery health, you can see my battery percentage is 87%. I'm not too worried about it. I know there's a lot of people online that make a big deal out of this, and I can honestly say I think it's because I live in Florida. It gets really hot here. Most of the time it's hot. If you leave it in the car, or if I'm just outside for a while, the weather could affect the battery. In terms of wear and tear, my phone still looks great. There's very minimal scratches on the bezel. The back of the phone is perfect, and my screen is perfect as well. I've used a ton of different cases throughout the year, cases that I've bought myself, as well as cases that companies have sent to me. That's why the back's great. And for the screen, I've used the Belkin anti-glare screen protector on it since day one. I don't like scratches, so with my iPhone 11, I scratched it pretty much like a month after I got it. So to avoid that, I put it on right away. I might take it off as like a short, just like a satisfying video or something like that. But if you want to check out the full review, the link is here. Now for the display, I haven't had any issues with the display. Everything's still working great and has worked great every single day. Another feature that came with this update was 120 Hz refresh rate. That's still working great. I can't imagine using a phone with a lesser refresh rate. So if you're upgrading to an iPhone 13, you're really gonna like that. Now, something that always is a big deal is the camera, and I'll tell you kind of my experience with it. I don't really use cinematic mode, although I've been using it a little bit more now that I have a son. ProRes is really good, but it takes up too much storage, so I've kind of grown to not use that. Video recording in 4K is really good, and I usually do 4K on 30 FPS. Raw photography is amazing. By far, this phone has produced the highest quality pictures that I've taken. I do think the telephoto lens, or the kind of zoomed out lens, needs to get better, but overall this camera is phenomenal. I have the 256GB model, and that's what I would recommend, or higher. Now for iOS 16, I've been on the developer beta since June, since it was announced, and it actually does make the phone experience better. So if you plan on buying this, iOS 16 is coming next month, and that'll make your phone feel like an even better phone than as opposed to when I bought it and was on iOS 15. I do plan to make a video on the top features, so definitely subscribe for that. Now, the only regret I have is going with graphite. It's kind of just a boring color, and I think Sierra Blue would have been a better option. But I am a little annoyed that Apple left the best color, Alpine Green, for a later date. If you are buying this, I would go with Alpine Green. That's just my preference. And overall, I'm really pleased with my purchase of the iPhone 13 Pro. I have to say, it is the best phone that I've used. It's the best iPhone that I've used. I only use iPhone, but it is the best iPhone I've used to date. So that's my thoughts on having the iPhone 13 Pro for 11 months. If you have the iPhone 13 Pro or any of the iPhone 13 models, let me know. What was your experience in the comments below? Thank you guys so much for watching. God bless, and I will see you on the next video.